Hi students, welcome back. In the previous class, we studied that matter is broadly classified into two, pure substances and impure substances. A detailed study of pure substances have given to you. Today, we study about impure substances or mixtures. Let us see what is a mixture. A mixture is made up of two or more pure substances that are not chemically combined. A mixture is made up of two or more pure substances. Pure substances, elements and compounds. So, a mixture may contain elements or compounds or both elements and compounds. The substances that make up a mixture are known as components of a mixture. And I told you, in a mixture, the components are not chemically combined. Therefore, the substances or the components, they retain their individual properties. In a mixture, the components retain their individual properties. They show their own properties. Example, salt solution. It is a mixture of common salt and water. Air is a mixture of several gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. We use a lot of mixtures in our life. For example, we use milk. Milk is a mixture. Toothpaste, it is a mixture. Shake, it is a mixture. Ice cream, all these are examples of mixtures. Let us study the characteristics of a mixture. A mixture does not have a definite composition. Therefore, a mixture cannot be represented by a chemical formula. Second one, a mixture does not have specific boiling and melting points. Or a mixture does not have characteristic color, odor or taste. The proportion or the amount of the components decide the physical properties like melting and boiling points, color, odor means smell, taste, etc. of the mixture. So a mixture does not have specific boiling point or melting point, or it does not have a characteristic color, smell or taste. The proportion or the amount of the components only decide the physical properties of a mixture. So a mixture does not have specific physical properties like boiling point or melting point. The third one is, the components of a mixture can be easily separated by physical method. The components of a mixture can be separated by physical methods because it does not involve any form of energy transmission. Formation of a mixture does not involve any type of energy. Therefore, the components can be easily separated by physical method. So, we have the characteristics of a mixture here. A mixture cannot be represented by a chemical formula. Mixture does not have specific boiling and melting points. The components of a mixture can be separated by physical method. We got an idea of pure substances and impure substances. Let us compare the characteristics of pure substances and impure substances. Comparison of pure and impure substances. We have a table here, pure substances and impure substances. Pure substances, they are either an element or a compound. Impure substances are a combination of elements or compounds or both. Pure substances can be represented by a chemical formula. For example, if you want to represent water, that can be represented by a formula H2O. If it is methane, we can represent it as CH4. If it is a chlorine molecule, we represent it as Cl2. So, we can represent a pure substance by a chemical formula. But an impure substance or mixture cannot be represented by a chemical formula. If you take the case of air, air is a mixture. Can we represent it by a chemical formula? No. Air cannot be represented by a chemical formula. Why? Because the composition is not same. In a compound, you know that if you take water, it has a fixed composition, H2O. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Therefore, we can represent it by a chemical formula. But air, the composition is not same. Therefore, cannot be represented by a chemical formula. Third one, pure substances are always homogeneous. Homogeneous means having same composition. Impure substance may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Then the next one is pure substances have fixed composition. Pure substances have fixed composition. If you take the case of water, whatever may be the source of water, if it is rainwater, well water, river water or sea water, its composition does not change. It is always H2O. But in the case of an impure substance or mixtures, the composition may vary. If you consider the case of air, you know that in cities and all, air is more polluted because it contains more pollutant substances. In villages and all, it is not much polluted because the number of or the amount of pollutants is less. And near coastal areas and all, the amount of water vapor in air is very high. But in cities and all, the amount of water vapor in air is very less. So, the composition may vary. Next one is, pure substances cannot be separated by physical means. They can be separated only by chemical methods. But in the case of an impure substance, the components can be separated by physical means. Pure substances, they do not involve any energy formation. Pure substances, their formation involves the energy. Impure substances does not involve energy. Pure substances involves energy. Impure substance does not involve any type of energy. The formation of pure substances, their formation involves energy. Impure substances, their formation does not involve any energy. Then the last one is the components lost their identity. Here in impure substances, components retain their identity. Now, yesterday we studied that a compound does not show the properties of its individual components. But in a mixture, the components retain their individual property, because in a mixture, as already said, in a mixture, the components are not chemically combined. But in a compound, the components are chemically combined. Okay, so let us go through these properties once again. Pure substances, they are either an element or a compound. Impure substances are the combination of elements or compounds, or both elements and compounds. Pure substances can be represented by a chemical formula. Impure substances cannot be represented by a chemical formula. Pure substances are always homogeneous. Impure substances may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Pure substances have fixed composition. Impure substances composition may vary. Then pure substances cannot be separated by physical means. Impure substances, the components can be easily separated by physical means. Then pure substances, their formation involves energy. Impure substances, their formation does not involve any energy. Then components lost their identity in the case of pure substances, and in the case of impure substances, components retain their individual properties or identity. Different substances in different states may form a mixture. So let us study the different types of mixtures, formation of mixtures. We have solid mixture. That means all the components are solids. Example, small stones in grains of rice or dal. That's a solid mixture. Another example is alloy. Have you heard of alloys? What is an alloy? Alloy is a mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. That is known as an alloy. So solid mixture, example we have alloys and small stones in grains of rice or dal. Next we have solid liquid mixture. That is very common to you. Solid liquid mixture. Example is sugar and water, salt and water. Then we have chalk and water, chalk powder and water, sand and water. All these are solid liquid mixture. Components, you can see the components are solids and liquids. Then we have solid gas mixture. Example is smoke. Smoke has minute dust particles suspended in gases. So it is an example of, smoke is an example of solid gas mixture. Then we have liquid mixture. All the components are liquids. Example is alcohol in water. Then kerosene in water. Nail polish remover. All these are examples of liquid mixture. Okay. Then we have gas liquid mixture. Example is carbon dioxide in soft drinks. Carbon dioxide in soft drinks and soda you may be knowing it. Soda water is nothing but carbon dioxide dissolved in water. So that is an example of gas. Carbon dioxide is the gas that is dissolved in water. So carbon dioxide in soft drinks is an example of gas liquid mixture. Another example is oxygen dissolved in natural water. Then ammonium hydroxide solution. Ammonia gas dissolved in water. Ammonia is highly soluble in water. So ammonia gas dissolved in water is an example of gas liquid type mixture. Last we have gas mixture. That common example is air. Air is a mixture of gases. Another example is natural gas, hydrogen and oxygen mixture. All the gas means 2 or 3 gases combined together to form a mixture. That is known as a gas mixture. Common example is air. So these are the different types of mixtures. Solid mixture, solid liquid mixture, solid gas, then liquid, gas liquid, and finally gas mixture. You have to study 2 or 3 examples also. Okay. Hi students, welcome back. Let us wind up today's session. Thank you.